What's up, Brujitas? It's Reverend Dave here. Today I'm going to do part 2 of my daisy chain of spell crafting series. Last video we talked about how important it is about centering and grounding and meditation. And then today we're going to be talking about the other parts that are really important. Your personal energy, your visualization of your spell, your intention. All these things are just, they go hand in hand and are very important. So today I'm starting off with our energy. And personal energy comes in different forms. There's like 10 types of regular energy, like kinetic energy, potential energy, nuclear energy, all kinds of that type of electrical energy. But today we're talking about personal energy and the 3 types of personal energy: mental, physical, and emotional. Basically, personal energy it's the amount of willpower that you have. It's the amount of effort that you are capable of giving within your body, to all things, to people, and changes in your life. It's called personal energy because it's your energy. And we all have it. We're all made up of it. Now, the amount of energy or quality of energy or potency of our energy really depends on several things. Mainly our vibrational frequency. And I'll get into that in a minute. But this is your own personal energy is a really cool thing, especially when it comes to spell crafting. I like, personally for me, I love to come up with my own spells. I love to pick apart other spells or whatever and create my own because I'm putting my energy into it. In one of my last videos on how to make a besom, you saw that making your own besom instead of buying them from the store, you're putting your energy into that. And it feels so good. It's amazing. But, so today we're going to be talking about, briefly, the 3 types of personal energy. There's mental energy, and that's your ability to concentrate. Now, some people, like me, I'm not diagnosed with ADHD, or whatever it's called, or whatever. I'm just I see something shiny, I'm like, ooh. You know, my attention span, my focus is really short. And this is why I do Tai Chi. I spoke about this before because it really helps with my grounding, centering, and meditation, focusing on my breathing. And when it comes to meditation, I was thinking about this the other day as I was preparing to do this video. Talking about correspondences with my last videos, how I love chime candles. Chime candles burn relatively quick and they leave virtually no mess. So I was thinking, because I do this on a few of my spells, when I use chime candles, when I'm setting my intention and I'm meditating and visualizing, I do it the entire length of a chime candle. And I feel if you can do that, if you can master sitting there, focusing on your breathing, visualizing your intention, what you're trying to manifest in your life, whilst this candle is burning, I think you can master meditation. And it comes in many forms. You know, spiritual meditation, transcendental meditation, mantra. I mean, there's so many kinds of meditation, but we're talking about, of course, spiritual meditation, basically. And then there's also physical energy, which is the ability to lift heavy things, you know, things like that. Our own personal strength, and we're all limited in that. We all know that, you know. And then there's our emotional energy. This one is really important. Emotional energy is basically your ability to show compassion to people, not only people, but to yourself. And that's why self-love is very important. So when it comes to spell casting, spell crafting, spell work, your energy is very important. So now with that becomes visualization. When you're sitting at your altar, you're performing your spell. You may be holding a stone in your hand and energizing that with your energy. And now you're visualizing what it is that you're seeking. What are you trying to manifest? Now, you've heard me say this before, and I'm guilty of this too sometimes, especially when it comes to like money spells or anything like that. We can't treat God or the universe like a vending machine. You can't say, I want this now. It doesn't work like that. Because like I said before, the universe basically doesn't really understand or care, in other words, about your desires so much. It cares about your vibrational frequency. Where are you at in life? Are you okay with yourself? Are you happy? Are you grounded? That's where the law of attraction comes in. And there's different things that you can do for yourself to enhance these three forms of energy: diet, exercise, sleeping, your partying, drugs and alcohol. All this can affect you and affect your energy in different ways. And that'll affect, in turn, affect your spell casting. So you want to come to your altar with a clear mind, good energy, positive, knowing what you want to do, and believing in yourself, trusting the universe for that, and setting forth your intention, which is basically my next point. But visualization, it's basically the effective way to communicate both abstracts and a concrete way of knowing what you want, sending it out there. And like I said, my next point is intention, and this is where it comes very super important. So I hope you guys write this down and understand this part. In spell casting, spell crafting, and I'm going to get into those definitions in a minute, it's very important, your intention, to be precise in your wording, whether you're speaking it or writing it down on a piece of paper. That's part of your spell work. Being precise of what it is you're trying to manifest in your life. And always, always do it in a past, present tense, more or less. It's not like, I want $1,000 now. You don't do that. But I have an abundance of wealth. I'm enjoying this in my life. Something like that. When it comes to love, and I'm going to be doing a really, really good love spell just in time for Valentine's Day, Lupercalia. And I'll be posting that in the next week. But like when it comes to love spell, and this goes with any spell work. Number one, never manipulate somebody else's will. Ever. It's not a good thing. Don't do it. But when you, for a love spell, your intention, when you're writing it down or speaking it, visualizing what it is that you want. What it is that, why do you want love in your life? Why do you want a soulmate or whatever? And thinking of these things like, oh, I love taking bubble baths with my mate. I love this. I thank you for this. Not like I want this tall blonde with big boobs, whatever. No. Be specific in your intention. Now, okay, spell crafting basically is putting together words to help set your intention. Crafting, you're making something, you're building upon something, you're creating something. Spell casting is the act of tossing those words into the universe. Think of fishing. You cast your line into the lake or whatever to go fishing. Same thing, we're casting our intention out into the universe. And spell work, obviously, is the practice of all of this. It's the magical practice of involving creativity in casting spells, spell work. Now, I also want to include incantations in this real quick. An incantation is different than your intention. Incantation, basically, it's a magical formula that's intended to bring about a magical effect on a person or an object. And incantations can be spoken, chanted, or sung, or sing-song. A lot of ritual have this type of work in them. And the words, it is kind of a neat fact. But the word, we've all grown up with this. I know I have. But the word's abracadabra. I remember being a little kid and pretending to be a magician and pull a rabbit out of your eye, abracadabra, whatever. That's an old Aramaic saying, which means I'm going to speak these words into existence. That's pretty rad. So it's very, very, very important to be precise of your wording and what you say when you're ready to cast spells. And back to energy. I think it is amazing, at least at the high that I get off of creating my own spells, my own incantations, and things like that when I perform spells. The love spell that I'm going to post next week for Valentine's Day, I performed on myself about a month or so ago. And let's just say I've received some really cool messages from the universe through scrying, lucid dreaming, astral projection, that type of stuff. I receive these messages and I'm like, wow, okay. So be precise in your wording. Don't act like you're writing a letter to Santa. I want a bicycle with the bell, you know. Say, like I said before, thank you for the good times that I'm having with this beautiful woman, dancing and laughing and whatever. Do your spells, your visualization, your intention as you already have it. And this is where basically the law of attraction comes from. I was really never a big believer in that, but I know it's true. I know that to a point it happens. So, before any spell casting, remember, grounding, centering, meditation, visualization, energy, intention, the daisy chain of spellcasting. You guys, thanks for watching. I hope this helps you guys. Stay tuned for the next couple of videos on spellcasting and things like that. But please support this channel if you like it, if you're digging it. Subscribe, do the bell thing so you know when other videos are posted. I'm trying to put out content weekly, but you know, shit happens and I get sidetracked. Like I said, I have a short memory. But I'm enjoying doing these videos for you guys because I get so many questions all the time about certain things or whatever. And I've got so many topics that I need to cover. It's literally, I have probably like 50, 30 to 50 topics that I need to go over. And I'm going to be doing videos on all that. Like, it's funny, when I launched this channel in January, I was thinking that I'm going to do one video a month and it would last me the year. Oh, shit. We're barely in February. They've already knocked out, 10 videos? I don't know, whatever. But I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. But I'm enjoying doing this. I hope you guys are digging it. It's, again, any questions, leave in the comments, whatever. But I love you guys. Remember, do no harm, take no shit. Peace out.